Hi guys, for this time I would like to talk about um, unwrapping unwrapping the plastic crisis. How tides of plastic are washing on oceans. 2 years ago, 2018, me and my kids and my husband, me and my family, we flew from America to Indonesia for vacation, and we went to Ancol Ocean by the Jakarta in Indonesia. And my husband and I and my kids are surprised. We saw a lot of plastics bottles in Ancol, Indonesia. So there is plastic are populating our air and water by their production and usage. Many of us are concerned for human and wildlife health, as well as environmental contaminations. While many plastic-based products have been beneficial to human society and development, our indiscriminate use and mismanagement of plastics has resulted in a major crisis. Learn what you can do to help the environment and protect yourself and your family at this uh, this time. So my brother worked with like Kanda, like taking care of environment in Indonesia. He taught me last year 2019. It was really good what they're doing right now. I'm so happy. So they're taking care of the environment, you know. So the government of Indonesia wants to solve it is plastic crisis for good and in shape other to follow suit, and it has become the first country. Plastic waste from Western country is populating Indonesia. Is How's Indonesia plans to tackle its plastic population? Unfortunately, I search, uh, study search by the online, check what they are doing now. It's good because we had planned back to Indonesia next year for vacation to visit when I was come from and visit my family. So plastic waste from Western countries, unfortunately, currently 81% of waste in Indonesia is unsorted, making it difficult to recycle, causing plastic waste to end up in the landfill or leak into the ocean instead. This is like, for example, the plastic bottle. Okay, as plastics takes hundreds of years to degrade, plastic in landfill and ocean will continue to populate for several generations. Okay, and then but they are doing better right now. So 2019, what is it? And then how does Indonesia deal with a plastic population? The government of Indonesia and the GPAP deploy strategies such as collecting local waste management data and building a model that evaluates solutions such as reducing overpacking, creating new recyclable plastic, as well as increasing recycling and waste collecting rates. How much plastic does Indonesia produce? So Indonesia is the world's second largest plastic polluter after China. It produced 3.2 million tons of mismanaged plastic waste a year, 1.29 million tons of which ends up in the sea. And they have three ways for Indonesian to reduce plastic population in the ocean. So our ocean is already full of plastic waste. The World Economic Forum forecasts that the ocean will be populated by more plastic than fish by the weight by 2050. And from all sector globally over the last 50 years have generated huge amount of debris, especially plastic. The production of plastic waste for every person has been growing substantially, populating our land and ocean. The waste could form an island like the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which is bigger in size than Texas or France. Um, but when I went there 2 years ago, we went to the entertainment place like Dunia Fantasi or anywhere, you know, like Dunia Fantasi is kind of like Disneyland in here in America. They have everywhere you walk, they have special trash for bottle, recycle, or the other one trash for trash. They are doing a good better right now, so I think. But they still have when 2 years ago when I went to the ocean, still have couple bottle and plastic in the ocean. I'm kind of like, it's not really good, but they're doing a better job, right? They're taking care better. So plastic waste in the ocean is categorized as non-search population, meaning that the waste come from many areas. As such, it is difficult to identify a single sources. In 2010, so World Bank data show that a city in Indonesia, especially coastal regions, contributes extensive waste to the ocean, amounting to approximately 3.22 million tons of waste, in which includes 0.48 till 1.29 million metric tons of marine plastic debris every year. This equal to 178 to 480 million plastic waste per household per year. Marine plastic population has an impact on both human and animal. For instance, plastic particle microplastics from marine plastic waste are identified inside fish at Portland, a small-scale fisherman port that is a tourist destination in South Sulawesi. Microplastic can even be found in salt, which humans consume daily. Microplastic in humans' body can lead to inflammatory related disease, insertion of chemical pollutants, and disruption in the digestive tract. The strategies to combat plastic population in the ocean. The first strategy to combat plastic population in the ocean is to have an integrated platform that enables stakeholders to monitor and upgrade and update the the status and baseline data of waste both in mainland and in the ocean. And currently, uh, the threat and risk of plastic waste in the ocean ecosystem cannot be properly identified due to the lack of data, including the amount and location of the plastic waste. Even when such data exists, they are in various degrees of quality. Secretariat in various hosting agency and research institutions and have not been systematically compliant. Therefore, it is often difficult for stakeholders such as the government and industrial companies to formulate and enforce strategy and a policy. Once we understand where and how much the waste is, we can deploy better waste management, both preventive and research. The second strategy is to establish a circular economy solution to plastic waste, which uses circular approach to reuse and resolve plastic litter in the most effective way. An instance of which is to compound plastic recycled materials with asphalt to build road, which has been implemented in Indonesia to improve public roads. Indonesia also teamed up with the Global Plastic Action Partnership, it called GPAP, and international public-private collaboration to decrease plastic waste in the ocean by 70% by 2025 while considering the economy and people's life. The government of Indonesia and the GPAP deploy strategies such as collecting local waste management data and building a model that evaluates solutions such as reducing overpacking, create new recyclable plastic, as well as increasing recycling and waste collection rates. Most importantly, the model will calculate the investment needed, timeline, environmental footprint, and greenhouse gas emissions, as well as the impact on people's life. Finally, Indonesia needs to deploy a proper plastic waste management in the mainland, especially from residential houses and industries, as it will significantly reduce the amount of plastic waste in our ocean. One thing that can be applied is to establish zero waste targets, meaning that 90% of waste by the weight goes to recycle or composting and only 10% or less goes to landfill or incineration. The coordinating Ministry of Maritime Affairs has already implemented policies and approaches to control the amount of waste in the mainland, including encouraging businesses to reuse, recycle, and reduce plastic. Main idea of 3R in waste management is how to handle the plastic waste from the early stage of waste treatment. So change in the system as well as decision in how we develop business framework will play a big role in developing waste management innovations. All in all, collaboration and understanding among a government, civil organization, and community is required to apply and share integrate data, new business model, establish public policies, and investment in technology and infrastructure to create a system solution to plastic population in the ocean. There are far too many plastic waste. We have no time to waste. Okay guys, I hope you enjoying my video. Don't forget click like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.